All right, my beautiful friends, here we go. Lots of interesting things going on here today, and you're never going to guess what happened. Well, we'll get to that. Hold on a moment. Let's start off with the basics. As I am doing this video blog, stocks are under some pressure. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 80 points. No big deal as of yet. The market is hanging on here by his nails, refusing to give up anything despite, what we keep hearing. Globally, economy is not doing well. And we also get this big piece of news, which I alluded to just a moment ago. Yeah, we do have a trade secretary, a commerce secretary, whatever. Wilbur Ross. Yeah, he came out of the woodwork today, and he's saying, quote, "Any deal with China is miles and miles away." You would imagine that would be enough to take a couple of hundred points off the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but oh no, not in this environment. Oh no. And then we find this out too. The European Central Bank is going to maintain its easy money policy, negative interest rates, at least through this year and next. Oh yeah, that's because they fixed the European debt crisis. You remember all that? Oh yeah, that was all fixed. But no, I guess maybe it wasn't fixed. It's a joke. The environment we're in is a joke across the board. Absolute fantasy land, and I don't know another way to put it. All right, let's take another perspective on what's going on in the markets today. If you're watching the 10-year yield, which I know you are, if you follow this blog, how important it is coming down today as stocks are under a little bit of pressure. Again, this is what we see whenever the market's kind of thinking something bad might happen. For example, when the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 5,000 points off the high. President Trump said it was a glitch, remember? The U.S. 10-year yield hit 2.55. Not saying we're going to see that again here, but it's the same kind of a dynamic. 10-year yield drops as a safety play is made. Cash moves into the bond market, into the safety of debt. I don't know what they're smoking, but that's supposed to be safe. Debt is safe. You know that, right? That's kind of like how a consumer, the more debt that a consumer has, that's the stronger they are. Oh, consumers are really, really strong. You know why? Because consumer debt just hit another record high. You can't make this stuff up if you tried. I swear to you. Up is down, black is white. It's unbelievable. Let's talk about one more thing that's kind of unbelievable that I witnessed this morning, and if you're following these markets, you did as well. So stocks were under pressure this morning, right out of the gate a little bit. About 6:45 a.m., the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down about 95 points. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, a simultaneous surge of buying came in and pushed the S&P 500 actually back positive for a very short period of time. You see, that right there is the 6 banks that Mnuchin spoke to at the behest of the president to prop this all up. I mean, it's just, again, this is the environment we are in. And it's like nothing we have ever seen before. It's kind of interesting. Who would want to pay money to go to a movie when you could watch the stock market and everything connected to it? I mean, this has got to be a lot more, well, I don't know the word. Maybe you have one here. All right, so anyway, in summary, yes, Wilbur Ross, our Commerce Secretary, Trade Secretary, whatever. He's still around. Yeah, he wasn't tied up in some back room like I said he might have been. No, they brought him out today. And the deal with China, miles and miles away. Wait a minute. How did that happen when we were told, some mysterious phone calls and everything was looking so good with regard to a deal? Oh, well, I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused. I'm sure you were too. And guess what, people? The European Central Bank, they're going to keep negative interest rates from here until whenever, until we hit a wall. Because they can't. Because guess what? The European debt crisis, we're still in crisis. And guess what? We're in crisis here in the United States as well, but you're not supposed to know that. There's a global debt crisis going on right now, and it's going to rear its ugly head in such a way, and everyone's going to be shocked because you know why? They're being told this is as good as it gets. You know that too. All right, look, before I go off the deep end here, I'm going to let you all go. See you at the end of the day. Love you a lot. Bye.